Hello guys, welcome to Automation Test Hub. So in previous class we already learned about if and else statement, switch statement. So in today class I will cover arrays and functions, one dimensional array and two dimensional array. So first of all we need to understand what is array. So array are just another way of storing data. Array are the set of elements with same data type and same name but with different location in the memory. Okay, so what is the exactly is array? I will explain you with this particular picture. Okay. Mm, my drawing is very poor, so don't concentrate on these lines and all. So like this is the array. The name of array is number. Okay, and the size of that particular array is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the array location is started from 0. Okay, please keep this point in your mind. Array index will start from 0. Okay, if we define a number array a size with size 5, then it means the last location of that particular array is 4, because the array index is started from 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. The total boxes are in the particular array is 5, but if you count this particular index, count the index of these array, then it will 4. Okay, so how this array will work? This is a one-dimensional array. How this array will work in Java? So let open my Eclipse. Let me open my Eclipse. Okay, I will explain you all the this array with the use of example. So let's create a one class first. Okay, the class name would be array class. Delete these things. Okay, so how to declare the array in Java, and where I have to use this array. So first of all I would like to explain you where I have to require this array. Okay, so like if I'll get a assignment that we have to be enter 1,000 roll numbers. Okay, 1,000 roll numbers. So if we are not aware about array, then how we will proceed? We will proceed like int roll number 1 equals to the roll number value is 1, int roll number 2 equals to 2, int roll number 3 equals to 3, like that. Okay, so my precondition is like I have to be create a I have to be enter 1,000 roll numbers. So like that I have to be write this line 1,000 times, and the variable would be changed till 1,000, like roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to till roll number 1,000. So this is a very time taking thing, and this is not a good approach. So that's why array will come into the picture. We can store multiple values in a single variable. That's why array is very useful. So how we declare the array? So just concentrate on it, like int roll number, use this int, sorry, equals to int new, oh sorry what I'm writing, actually new int 5. So this is the declaration of array. It means integer type of array we have declared here. The name of that particular array is roll number. Okay, and the size of this particular roll number array is up to 5. Got this? Got the point? Are we good till here? So this is the declaration of array. Okay, let me proceed to the next level. How now the next point is how we insert the variable values into the array. So see on my screen, int this. So like that we can assign the values to the particular array. So what does this syntax mean? This syntax is saying that roll number kind of array we have, and the values are in this particular array are 1 2 3. 1 is stored at 0 location, 2 is stored at 1 location, and third is located at third location of this roll number array. If I want to be print this the particular value of array, then how we can write it? Just see on my screen, SYSO. Like I want to be print a value which is stored in 1th location of this particular array. So what would be the syntax? Like roll number, this is a array name, provide the location for that, and just execute this particular program. So at birth first location of array, the value is second, so it's printed over here. So this is the way we can assign the values to the array. We can extract the values from the array. So this is the way that we can work with the array. Okay, if we have to be use we have to be insert string values into the particular array, then we just have to change a data type for that, and we have to be provide the values under inverted commas. Okay, so this is the one dimensional array. Okay, if I want to be print all the values of this roll number array, then for loop will come into the picture. I've already explained you how for loop is work, so I'm just using for loop over here. For I equals to 0, because sorry, I equals to 0 because it's because I equals to 0 and I is less than, this is the condition. Roll number dot length, this is the method to find out the length of the particular array. So sorry, and I plus plus. Okay, so roll number dot length, what is this? Like it will through this length method we can calculate the length of the particular array. Now inside loop I'm going to write a code for that, like SYSO plus roll number, provide the I over here, and I have to declare the data type of I, int I. Now it's okay. Okay, that's good. So I have started my loop from 0th locations because our array stored the first value at 0th locations, and it will execute the till the whenever these conditions will true. Let me execute this program first. Okay, so 1 2 3, all the values which is stored in this roll number array all printed over here. So this is the way we can we can extract the values from the arrays. Okay, one by one we can extract, or if I want all the values, then we can use a for loop for that. So this is the one dimensional array. So the next topic is two dimensional array. What is the basically two dimensional array, and how we can use two dimensional array in Java. We will explain you with the use of example. So first, try to understand what is two dimensional array. Like, I have declared here one array is A, and in this particular first rectangular, we have a number of row, and in the second rectangular, this represent the number of column. Okay, so like this kind of array, like I have to be insert one another row for that. 40, 70, 80. So, and this is the array A. So like this is the array A. Okay, on this particular array A, we have a three rows, 1 2 and 3. Okay, and three column. One, sorry, this is one column, this is second column, this is third column. So this is the array of three 3 cross 3. Okay, it means three rows and three columns. So this is the pictorial representation of two-dimensional array, where row and column both are come into the pictures. So how we can work with this multi-dimensional array in Java? So let's concentrate on one example. First, create a one class for that, new class for that. Just delete this comment first. Like how we can declare the multi-dimensional array. So I'm writing the code for that first. First of all, I have to define like row and column. Provide the value over here, row and column. So this is the declaration of a multi-dimensional array. Okay, I have assigned the values uh, for row and column. Like for row, I have assigned the values 3. For column, I have assigned the values column 3. So there is a number multi-dimensional array. The name of that multi-dimensional array is number, and the size of this particular array is a provided variable over here, row call. So value of these variables are 3 and 3. So 3 cross 3 matrix array has been defined through this line. Okay, so the next point is how we can insert the values in this particular multi-dimensional array. So I'm writing the code for that. Like number means in this multi-dimensional array, it is zeroth number of row, at zeroth row, at zeroth column the value is 10. So similarly we can do for me change the values, otherwise it will print 10 10 10. So what is this, like in the array, the name of that particular array is number. Here the at 0th row, at 0th column the value is 10, at 0th row and first column the value is 20, at 0th row and at second column the value is 30. It means like this is a syntax for this, like at 0th row and first column the value is 10, and then 20, then 30. Okay, so again I have to copy these for loose these lines for this line. This is first row, first and first, and the values are 40 50 60, 40 50 60. Okay, so now first row and 0th column the value is 40. This is 0th row, this is first row, and this is the first column. So first row and first column the value is 40, sorry 0, 0th location of column is 40. And now the row is same, the first row and the first column the value is 50. The row is same for this also, so row is 0 and the column is second, so the value is 60 for that. Now do the same thing for the third row also, sorry second row. In array location is started from 0th locations, so please remember this point very carefully in your mind. Okay, now my whatever the structure I'm seeing over here, it's defined in the code here. So this is the way how we can insert the values in a multidimensional array. But if I want to be print a particular value in a multi-dimension, then how we can use it, just consider on my next syntax. Suppose I just want to be print this value, then how we can use it. Just run this particular code. This is 40 and the value is 40. On second row and 0th column the value is 40. Okay, so this is the way how we can print or extract the value from the multidimensional array. Okay, if I want to be print these all values in this rectangular fashion, then how we can use it, we have to be use for loop. So how we can use it, just see. This is very important, like data type. Now again I have to be declare another variable for column perspective, j. Yes, so control enter, give the space. Number, here I'm not providing any static value of row and column. I've just provided here I and j. On the according the loop, it will print the value or the value from the locations, from the location of array. Okay, don't use ln here because for each and every, if I'll use ln, then it will print each number from the new line. But I want three number in a one line and again three number in the next line. Then don't use this ln over here. We can use ln after that to provide this, but to start this line from the new line. Let me execute this particular code. What will be the output? Okay, done. The same structure which I have written over here, it's printed over here. So like that we can extract multidimensional array. So array is a very important thing, but there is a limitations with array. What is that limitations? In array we have to be define size, means like we in array we have a predefined size. Okay, like if we know that we use that number of values into the array, then it's okay, because if we know the size of the array, then it's okay. If we don't know how many values we have to be insert, we have to be fetched from the array, then array would not be a better approach. For that purpose we have another topic. This the topic is array list. Okay, so what is array list we will discuss in a separate class, because it's not a short kind, it's not a short topic, so we have to be see some examples on array list, so we will discuss later. So for now, just understand this array and multi-dimensional array. So guys, please do more exercise at your home to get the confidence on this array, because this is a very common topic, and frequently we will use this arrays in WebDriver during the automation of our scripts. So okay guys, so my next topic is functions, or you can say method. So first of all, we need to understand what is method. So method of function. Functions basically is a code which perform any action, which perform any function, which perform by executing of that functions we will get some output. So function have a body which we have to be perform after calling it, and functions can return the value also. If I'll explain you with example, then we can take one example like MS Paint. Okay, so like this is the applications we have, and there are a lot of features we can see over here. Like if we will select this particular thing, then we can create a square. If we can click on this button, this link, then we will draw the arrow for that. So this is the application, and there are, you can assume these are the functions for that. Like if I click on this, then it will create a rectangle for them. Okay, so these are the functions, and after executing these functions we will get this rectangle. So this is the kind of functions we can define here. Okay, so what is in Java, how we can create a function, how we can call the functions, so we can understand through with example. Okay, so let's open the Eclipse and create a new class for function also, like function class. Okay, this comment, and before the main method I'm defining one function or method like public void, sorry, public static void. What I'm doing, function name would be println, no sorry, don't use this, print num. Okay, this is the syntax how we can write the function. I'm just using in the code in the block, I'm just using the simple one line SYSO. Okay, let me call these functions inside the main method. This is the way how we can call the function inside the main method. So just run it and check what will be the output, testing the function. Okay, I have used the function CK. So in the class I have created one method, and what method this method will perform, this will print a one lines testing the functions. So I have just I have called this particular functions inside the main body, and it will print whatever I have written in the body of the method. So this is how we can write the functions in write the function or method in the Java, and this is the way how we can call the functions. Basically, when we are doing automations in through web driver, then if we are going to test any applications, then we have to write some generic functions for that, like for to inserting the values in a web edit fields, to inserting to click on the web particular web button. So we write the functions for that, so everybody can use the same functions to perform the same operation. So that's why functions will come into the picture to the reusability perspective. Okay, now again I have to be, there is a lot of method to define functions in the Java. I'll I'll write another method to write a function over here with argument, we can, you can say. Okay, before proceeding a functions with argument, we will try to write one more method over here. Okay, again I have to define one function over here. Just I'm writing a function to add it to the addition of two numbers. So in sum equals to a plus b plus sum. Let me call this function again inside the main body. So what is this function? Add number. Let me check what would be the output. So the sum is 40. The sum of two numbers is 40. So this particular functions perform the addition of two numbers. So this is another functions. Now let me write the same function with the use of uh, by passing the arguments within the function. So how we can use it? int r, int s. I'm passing the arguments, whatever the variables I have declared over here, I have just passing with as an argument within the function. How it will work, let me explain you. Sum1 equals to r plus s. Need to declare a data type for that sum1 in sum1. Plus sum1. So now let me execute this code again. Then what you will get, oh sorry, I have just defined it but I have not called this function. So let me call this function. How we can call this? I'm passing the values in the argument as well as, let me check what will be 70. 20 plus 50 equals to 70. So in previous function I have defined the variable and the values of those variables inside the function, but in this functions I have passing the values, whatever the variables I'm going to use as an argument within the function. So the function name is same, add number and add number, but the declaration of the variables are different. So this is, you can say, some method overloading or function overloading. If somebody asks, like same number same method we are defining over here, but the declaration and defining of the defining method of these functions are different. So this is, you can say, this is an example of function or method overloading also. What is function overloading and method overloading we will discuss later in when we start object oriented programming concepts. So this is the way how we can write the functions and we can call the functions or methods. So one thing, just what is this public or static, we will discuss in later class when we start oops concepts classes. Okay, just for now just understand this is the way how we can define the functions. But one thing we need to understand over here, what is void. If we use void, then it means these functions will not return any value. Okay, if okay, so means it, these functions will not return any value. Okay, if I'll delete this particular void over here, then we will get a error number over here, sorry, error over here, because it's required a return type something. Let me explain you how it would be work. So when I remove this void over here, then it return, it shows an error over here, because it's like if we click on, if we move the cursor over here, then you will get set method return type to void. Means we need to set a return type for these functions. So what we have to do, just try to understand. Sorry. Okay, let me delete over here. Just delete this syntax. Okay, and write return sum1. Okay, I have to be declare a data type over here, what type of value this function will return. This would be an integer. Okay, and where I'm calling this, I have to be change something over here, int value of output would be this output. Now let me execute this code again. Value for output would be 70. So whenever we have to be require like function should have to be return some values, then we will use return someone and data type of that particular uh, return type. Okay, and if we are not don't want to be return any value from the function, then we can use void over here. So this is the way we can write down the functions in Java. We can write down the method in Java. This is very helpful, and in WebDriver, if while doing any automations, we have to be write keywords for that, and keywords will be write with the use of functions. So that's all for today class, guys. At your home, please try more exercise, try to write more functions, try to write to more code on arrays, same one dimensional array and multi-dimensional array. So next class I will meet you in the next class. So bye bye.